What is up YouTube, and welcome to this No Time to Die video. I put up a video yesterday discussing and breaking down my issues with the movie's villains and the latter part of the movie, so you can check that out if you want to. But today we will be discussing the whole ending and breaking down the movie fully. So if you enjoyed the video, please do consider dropping a like down below and subscribing with notifications on if you want more from us. As of Spectre's end, Bond has imprisoned Blofeld, the man behind all of his pain and the franchise's villains, and he's now retired again with a lady. However, she has her secrets and they agree to put the past behind them, and if he can go off and kind of say goodbye to Vesper as her tomb is nearby, well, Swan will then reveal all of her secrets. However, it's not much of a secret, but when she was young, a man whose family was killed by her father and largely Spectre came from revenge only to kill her mother and almost kill her, but he saved her in the end from the ice near her home. It's a bit of a weak one, but really it is important for later. It turns out that Blofeld knew where he would be, and well, he got a bomb placed in the tomb from his prison cell using a disembodied eye. Yeah, okay, moving on. Now, it seems like Swan has betrayed him while they escape the Spectre agents, but livid, Bond does part ways, and well, he does end things with her. However, 5 years later, Bond is chilling out with his best life, only for Felix Leiter to inform him that a deadly virus, or more specifically a nanotech virus, has been stolen and is in the hands of Spectre. Now, with Felix Leiter is Logan Ash, a State Department guy who is secretly working for the film's other villain, Safin, who we saw in the opening prologue hunting a young Madeline Swan. But more on him in a bit. It turns out that the CIA and the MI6 are not working well together, and considering Bond is retired, he can do a favour for his old friend and head to Cuba to try and get the nanites back, which is where they found the scientist who was actually kidnapped as well with the nanite technology from the lab in London. All the while, the new 007 Nomi warns him off. I did think the Nomi character was a bit annoying at first, being so forthright and angry at Bond. I liked her introduction, but her whole thing in London just really was off. But I would admit that Lashana Lynch played the character very, very well, and I am a fan of her, even if it was only a bit part there in Captain Marvel. Now, I would have also liked it if she was given the 006 title as an homage to GoldenEye, which is one of my favourite Bond movies of all time, but I digress. Now, Bond meets Paloma, who was an absolute joy, played by Ana de Olmos. I've probably butchered that name, and she really understood the assignment. She was hilarious and a real breath of fresh air, as she wasn't exactly a Bond girl. I mean, she looked like a Bond girl, of course, but her whole character was newly kind of out of whatever school these spies go to. Now, they infiltrate a party, only for it to turn out to be a Spectre party, where Blofeld is able to run the meeting using that robotic eye from his prison cell in Belmarsh, one of the most infamous prisons in the world. Nanites are here, as is the scientist who was behind them and, like I mentioned, captured. But while Blofeld says to use them on Bond, it turns out that Logan Ash, at the orders of Safin earlier, used the Uno reverse card and got the scientist to actually reverse them so that they kill all of the Spectre. Now, this virus nanite thing is linked to DNA, and they will kill anyone with the same DNA as their nanites are programmed to kill. It did remind me of that B episode of Black Mirror, where these kind of robot bees used to pollinate, well, stuff, plants, or whatever they were actually programmed to kill people who piled on a woman on Twitter. Go and check it out if you're interested. I'll probably spoil it for you there. Now, all of Spectre minus Blofeld are killed, and also the Spectre assassin from the start, and he has flipped to Safin's side. With Spectre killed, Bond duels 007 to take the scientist prisoner, and the action here was, I think, some of the best of the franchise. It just looked amazing on the streets of Cuba. And, well, he wins and heads off to Felix's boat, where Logan reveals himself to be the double agent. And I love that he was a real fanboy of Bond. Each one of these characters are just so good, but they don't get much time. I loved his character, and allow me to blow your mind. The actor who played Logan also played Paulie in Many Saints of Newark. After Felix dies in a moment which almost brought a tear to my eye, Bond heads to London to find out what the heck is going on. It's here that, with the help of Moneypenny and Q, they push M and find out about the nanites that were made in secret, and M even made them without the oversight of the Prime Minister. I mean, with the current Prime Minister, that's probably a really good thing, to be honest. Their only lead for now is Blofeld in prison, but they have a problem. Only one person is able to speak to Blofeld, and that is Madeleine Swann. Meanwhile, Safin has contacted Madeleine Swann and threatened her to infect Blofeld with the nanites. It turns out that Safin's family was killed, like I said, by Swann's father as part of a Spectre plot. At the start of the movie, we see him try to get revenge, and this is a secret. And at Belmarsh, we see her meet Bond for the first time in 5 years. Now, while at the start it was a desperate escape, I was like, how the hell is Bond going to get out of this one? It seems like Spectre has just gone, I'll leave him be for a bit. Unbeknownst to Bond, she is actually infected with the nanites, and the weight of the situation actually gets to her and she dips, leaving Bond to interrogate Blofeld, all the while she touched Bond and she has been contaminated, or he has been contaminated, sorry. Blofeld reveals Swann is innocent, and it's all been a bit of a mix-up, which I was just like, wow, that's really, really boring. And, well, Blofeld is killed quite unceremoniously due to the nanites. You can check out my whole thoughts on the movie's villains in my other video on my channel. Upon learning what happened and suspecting Swann's involvement, he heads to her family home to find his daughter, which she at first denies is his. The movie admittedly does take a turn here, as Safin is now supremely powerful and taken back his family's base on the island between Russia and Japan, which just looks proper chef's kiss. That is a top tier base. Now, Swann and Matilda are kidnapped, leading to Bond and 007 to head to the island. And wow, was that a cool sequence when they had that glider thing. I thought that was absolutely amazing. The movie just looks stunning. And really, that's been a constant between the Daniel Craig eras. Now, Safin has plans to manufacture Project Heracles and kill millions to get a new world order because, reasons, I don't know on that one. On the island, we have some stunning action sequences and they need to blow up the entire island, but they have to open the missile solo doors. Safin, as usual, monologues, reveals his plans, and offers Bond to leave, which he doesn't, obviously, and Swann and Matilda are taken to Nomi and they escape, she has retired the 007 title to Bond. I imagine a lot of you who were very unhappy and considered this character as, quote, woke, are probably happy when that happened. However, the silo doors need to be opened, and Bond does, so HMS Dragon can blow the island to Kingdom Come. However, Safin stops him, and in an act of defiance, stops him, leading to a fight with Bond, which Bond wins easily, except Safin, in his final death throes, actually infects Bond with those nanites connected to Swann's blood, leading him to never be able to see her or his daughter, as they will die, just like Blofeld did. Now, time has now run out, and it's time to die, as finally he does, as he speaks to Swann, who confirms that the daughter is his, and he dies as the bombs hit, saving the day. And Swann and Matilda drive off as she tells her about her father. Now, I really, really enjoyed this movie. I didn't like the convenience, everything needs to be wrapped up, but that is me. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.